25 years female complaining of severe pain in pelvic region since just 2 days, and pain was excruciating, severe pain. Now what we see here is that there is a cyst like structure above the uterus, and the fluid inside this cyst is having a mixed echogenicity. Here it is hyperechoic, here it is somewhat anechoic, and in this dependent part there are some hyperechoic area ill defined, and there are some projections in the wall of the cyst. So why this kind of fluid is there in the cyst, having a mixed echogenicity? This is due to the torsion of the cyst. How you will identify the torsion? That you will see some projections, tiny projections arising from the inner wall of the cyst. And second thing is that the fluid inside the cyst will be of mixed echogenicity, and this fluid is due to the blood collection, due to the oozing of the blood, venous oozing, due to the torsion. And this is the fresh blood which is having echogenic texture, and the rest of the texture, the more it is hypoechoic or anechoic, it means that the blood is gradually liquefying. This is not the endometriotic cyst, I tell you, because this is the 5th or 6th case which I had taken the follow-up after post-operative finding, and this kind of fluid texture, it came to be the blood collection oozing, due to the oozing secondary to torsion. This could be an endometriotic cyst which might have gone under torsion, or it could be a simple cyst also, but we cannot predict what kind of cyst this might be. But especially this video is to focus on the texture of the internal fluid which is present in the cyst. And this text, whenever you see this kind of texture, homogeneous in this part, somewhat homogeneous in this part, and the overall texture is heterogeneous. This is a finding of the blood collection inside the cyst wall due to the oozing secondary to torsion. You can see here this cyst wall has become thickened, and the thickened wall is the sign of the torsion due to the edema. Normally the cyst wall is not more than 1 mm, but here if we measure, it is 4.6 mm, half centimeter almost. So this is a thickened wall secondary to edema due to torsion. And you can also take the follow-up when you find this kind of cyst having mixed echogenicity. And can collect the data and improve your diagnosis. You see here another thing in favor of this point is that The patient is having severe pain, and patient is telling sometimes she feels like collapsing. You see this kind of tubercle, when you see this kind of tubercle and this kind of fluid, here also there is some tubercle. This is a sign of torsion. This might be the root, because the tubercle here is thick. Yes, you see this is the root. Why it is the root? Because there is an attachment of the cyst over here. This is the area where the cyst is attached. You see this vessel, it is not showing color flow, however, maybe because it might be the vein which is having a very slow and static flow. But this is the root from where it is getting the supply. This is the uterus, mild fluid. Patient delivered the baby just 5-6 days before only, or maybe 10 days, I don't know exactly, but it is a recent case of delivery. It is not our concern in this video. Yes, here this is the ovary, right ovary. These are the follicles, and this is the vessel which is arising from the ovary and is connecting the cyst over here. Let us check the color flow. Yes, see, there is a color flow over here.